on that now. Do you think that the government is actually giving opportunities for the young people to participate in politics, to understand what governance really means? Or do you think they're being sidelined?
Okay, thank you very much. I believe that in recent years, we have had more youths, in decision-making positions. Take my school, for example. One of my predecessors, that's the 28th LASU SUG President. I'm the 35th now, so he was the 28th, and currently is the SSA to Lagos State Governor on Student Affairs Matter. And there are other student union leaders from my school that I know of, that some of them are SSAs. We have some of them that are in different ministries. So I believe that there are opportunities for young people now in governance, but then it's not enough. I believe that we are still at the starting point where we more young people are getting to these positions, but I feel like there should be more opportunities for them. So in that aspect, I believe the government is doing well in appointing young people, but I believe that there is still a lot more to be done. We still need to create a more inclusive governance in Nigeria. Thank you.
Yeah. And so you mentioned how, was it the 33rd president, SUG president, that you said, is now the SSA to the governor?
Yeah. Yeah, the 27th or thereabouts. Yeah, 27th.
All right. So for persons, right, who wants to be in politics, talking about governance, what do you think they need to prepare themselves, with ahead, right? Or, okay, let me put it this way. What do you think they need to do to show that, yes, I'm actually ready to be in politics, to be in governance? Do you just sit down, on social media, doing hashtag this, hashtag that, okay, the government is not doing well, or what else do you need to do? So is it about, being SUG president before you could, get positions? Should that be, what it is? Or what do you expect that youths, actually do to show that, yes, we're actually really interested, so that, the other leaders who are far older don't think, they're just youths, that they're not actually really serious?
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to correct something. I'm not saying all SUG presidents eventually get appointments, but then I just made that as a reference that, okay, this is a notable person, like we have 2 or 3 of them. But I feel like the priority should be making impact. As a youth, you don't just wake up one day and decide that, oh, I want to be part of the decision makers in this country. What are you bringing to the table? Like, what do you have to offer? Okay, now let's take it from the grassroots. I started from the department level. When I got to LASU, I was my department's PRO in 200 level. So while in that position, I was able to influence a lot of students. I was in charge of disseminating information, and I was there for them. I was doing programs, initiatives, free course registration, and a whole lot. Then when it was time for faculty election, I can tell you for a fact that so many students in my faculty were already rooting for me, even before I declared my aspiration to run for faculty election. Okay. That is to tell you that people are noticing all of these slightest things. Your actions, your inactions, they are noticing. And when the faculty election came, I decided to run for an executive position, which I won. Then while at the faculty level, I did a whole lot of programs. I shared a whole lot of incentives. I brought in investors from outside that came in, paid student school fees and all of that. So this propelled me when I decided to run for the SUG president in my school, because I had track record. There are things that people could look back on, even lecturers, even school management, I had many references. People saying, oh, he did this, he did that. So it's really worked well for me. Now I'm speaking from my own perspective.
Yeah.
So it really worked well for me. And now, becoming the SUG president was not easy. I had 5 opponents. So I believe I was doing something right for the students to believe that, oh, this is the person we want. This is the person that can do it. And, getting here, I have done a whole lot, ranging from building sitting arenas in my school, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Management Science. My administration has been able to build sitting arenas for these faculties. Moving on, while I was campaigning, I made mention of something that we need to move to digitalized classroom. Because when you go to advanced countries, you notice that they are not always writing with all these. They have devices in the classrooms. So I decided that yes, LASU has gotten to a stage whereby we are supposed to have digital screen boards in our classrooms. When we made inquiries about the cost of these things, it's about 8 million, 10 million naira. So how can we do this? I have to sit down with my executives, and we started reaching out to people, started reaching out to organizations and all of that. And by the grace of God, we were able to facilitate this digital screen board in school. Apart from that, our administration has done billboards in school, for information dissemination and a whole lot of things. We even did solar. And now, the point I'm trying to drive out of all of this is that there is a track record. I believe young people should have track record. Do something. You don't have to be in position before you even make impact. You can volunteer for organizations, go to seminars, try meeting with all of these people and let them know what you can offer. I believe the more you have things to offer, the more opportunities will find you. So when you are out there trying your best, making impact, changing people's life, opportunity will always come because the people know what they are doing. They know what they are seeing. And when it comes to opportunity, they believe, oh, this is the person that can do it. Yeah, so that is my own belief is that as a young person, you have to make impact first. When you make impact, then you seek the right connections. Meet people that are already in the position that you want to be. Leverage from them, learn from them, seek mentorship. And from there, I believe opportunity will come. Thank you.
Catch the full conversation on RadioNow Studio on YouTube.